Hello, my name is Jacqueline Fernandez. Today I would like to discuss something that's near and dear to my heart. 2 years ago, I started a nonprofit organization called Bloom Empowerment, a women empowerment organization. What inspired me to start such an imperative organization? One Sunday afternoon, after a long, stressful, tireless week, I came across a show on Hulu called The Handmaid's Tale, written by Margaret Atwood. If you haven't had a chance to watch or read it, I highly suggest it. I highly recommend it. In the show, Margaret showcases how a government can revert back to a male dominated society and where women are very submissive to the men. Very frightening. Also, my experience working in the New York City public school system for almost 11 years, where the majority of the leaders were men, scary. Also, the generational curses passed down to women, where we see a lot of demeaning and belittling within our own community because we don't view each other as equals. So we become very competitive to reach to the top, not realizing or not knowing that we're all in this together. For this reason, I started to do a lot of research on improvements on gender equality and about women. Though we made a significant amount of progress throughout the years, we still have a lot of work to do. Women continue to face gender pay gap. We are faced with bias, discrimination, and sexual harassment in the workplace. Did you know that 75% of the healthcare workers are women, but only hold 25% of leadership roles? It's crazy, right? Women were not allowed to vote until the 1920s, almost 100 years after men. And not all women, but that's a different topic and issue. And it wasn't until the late 60s that we were allowed to open bank accounts. Crazy. As I mentioned, we've come a long way, but we continue to work and strive to do harder. We have a lot of work to do. I started my organization because I wanted to stop complaining about the things that is done, and I wanted to be part of the revolution. I wanted to be a part of that conversation. I want us to live in a world where we live equally and not be discriminated. I wanted to sit in boardrooms where policies were being written that affect all of us today. I want my son to know that he can be part of the change. I also want to show women everywhere how our voices are imperative, right? Today, I'm inspired by activists like Angela Davis, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Michelle Obama, who I had the pleasure of meeting, who paved the way for all of us. I was beyond excited when I learned about our professor, who's a Filipino woman, who had to work twice as hard as her counterparts to get where she is at today. So today, I am so honored to say that my organization has impacted 5,000 women, 2,000 single mothers with resources and opportunity, and 500 newly graduates who are seeking out their journey of adulthood. 4,000 children, preventing them from homelessness, hunger, or being involved in a domestic violence home. I will continue to fight and advocate for women everywhere, but especially women of color.